Yes, this is Updated Girl Precious. So, something just they ring for my head on another vexel. So yesterday afternoon, the Kaduna State government come out with a communique or a letter to talk, say they don't release 137 children where bandits them go school, go gather, carry come out. And I'm just wondering, how did they release them? Now, we did not hear of any information about them shooting and killing the bandits or apprehending some of these bandits or in a face-off with them or gun duel, nothing. The bandits peacefully carried the children as a living sacrifice back to Kaduna State government. Are you serious? And before 2 days, it happened yesterday, Sunday. Today, we don't sew Ashwebi for the children then. They don't enter inside Ashwebi. They don't wear Ashwebi. And, they don't come state house to come show, say they don't come back. I think that there is a lot more to what's going on with this insecurity in the country that the government isn't telling us about. Yes, Sanusi's son had come to say that, really, what happened? Why aren't they telling us about how exactly they had to seek for the release of these children? Why is it that everything that's got to do with this insecurity, especially within the northern region of the country, is somehow shrouded in secrecy? You all remember the Kaduna Abuja Railway issue, right? How at the end of the day, we had to hear from Adamu Garba, that the government even, had some sort of negotiation with the bandits when they had to help them release some of their people. Even took one of their pregnant wives to put to bed. If not be said it's in cast, or for no hear that part of the deal. So what exactly is going on with the government and this whole banditry issue? That's the issue. Now, initially we did hear that 287 children were kidnapped. 287. Out of a whole 287, so far they have released 137. And now we're silent, and the communique is as though it were the entire 287 children that were released. Or does it mean that they lied to us that it was, they actually did kidnap 137 children and they mistakenly miscalculated and added a whole 150 to it to make it 287. There's something amiss. Okay, so if it was that it was 137 really that they kidnapped, the kidnappers, the bandits kidnapped, and they've released all of them. Oh, really? Wow, awesome. Very good. So who was the Jagbawa that was in charge of their release? How did they do it? How did you bring them come out? Is there something government is not telling us? If they even did go, when they even went as far as paying for the 1 billion naira that this bandit required or asked for their release. 1 billion naira. Is that not subtly funding terrorism? Remember the time that the list came out about people funding terrorism? Shegumi said, oh, no, nobody's funding terrorism. They're making the money, they're using money to buy they're funding themselves from the money that they get from ransom. Why is government then paying ransom? Oh, but government has come out to deny that they didn't pay for ransom. Then what the rest of the people don't call? Who will be where the rest of 150 people then? If we're jubilating about 137, how about the rest 150? Are they not humans enough? Are they not children enough? What's happening to them? Well, this is updated to the Girl Precious. And plus, we hear one of the guys for buying us, don't jackpot, you don't run, leave on that. This is one of the funniest things that would ever happen. You can imagine FBI holding somebody in America, and we hear say the person don't escape leave FBI custody. That one, no worry. Now for movie they happen. In reality, that kind of thing they happen. So I don't know if I should be happy with the Nigerian government or sad at the same time. But hey, one of the executives of Binance, Jackpot, and government, even NSA, National Security Advisor, is telling us exactly how he escaped. That he had to use a passport that was smuggled into the country to escape from our country. Kai! I just they make the see Nigeria finish. Or make I just drop my go face Barrister Darlington, because now he gonna help us interpret all of this matter one by one. Barrister Darlington.
Yes, pretty precious.
Sir?
You see your country.
Now your country.
Anyway, that is what you see when you refuse to take care of terrorist financiers. They may have gathered the money to help one of their own to escape. There are no two ways about it. Money was actually involved, both within and outside the country. Remember, there have been some lists, about 400 names, and from all indications, these banners may be involved. And that is why they say, look, instead of releasing this data to the federal government, it's better we escape. And then the people involved said that will be the person, and then they, put two and two together. And with the help of our security agencies, they escaped. Because you cannot tell me that you actually want to detain this guy. You kept him in a guest house. Such a high-profile case, you kept him in a guest house. That means ab initio, you didn't even want to detain him before. You didn't want to detain him. Is that the place to keep such a person? Please, Nigerians, is that where to keep such a person if actually the government want to detain him? So, they have already prepared his escape from the beginning. And then all this one we are saying now is nothing. Now, let me ask you, has any heard the road among the security agencies, especially those who kept him in their custody? Did you hear that somebody has been sacked or resigned? The answer is no. So that will tell you that something is going on. I'm telling you, in the United States, you can't make such a blunder and still remain in office. It's not possible. Because the obvious, suspicion is that money must have exchanged hands. You must have compromised. If not, how did you... Even to make matters worse, you did not secure the place. You just kept him with one guy who can easily be compromised. There was no serious effort to actually detain this guy. So why should anybody be surprised? The security agencies are not telling us how he escaped. Can you imagine? So you knew how he escaped after he has escaped. When they brought the passport into the country, you didn't know. The place he took off from, you didn't know. It's unfortunate. That will tell you the country we are in. Look, people should be very careful. You see this terrorist financier that government is playing hanky-panky with. Those people can compromise this country if they want to. 400 names is not a small fry. If all of them begin to contribute at least $1 million, with $400 million, they can do harm to this country. They can do harm. Because I can bet my last kobo, these financiers, their hands are involved in this guy's escape. Their hands are involved. They must have aided in one way or the other. He couldn't have escaped on his own. And for him to have escaped in such a manner, that means there is something they are hiding. And since the federal government knew this, why did they keep him in such a place, a guest house? A guest house for that matter, a guest house. And now, no head has rolled, no head. Rather, they are even very happy to tell us how he escaped. They brought passport, they did this. You now knew why he escaped, Abi. But when you were planning to escape, you didn't know. And you call yourself a security agency. You call yourself a secret police. Even while you were going through that airport, nobody noticed anything. It's unfortunate, seriously, it's unfortunate. I expect Tinubu to sack both the NSA director and the DSS director, Bichi. These two heads must go. They let go. They have done enough. They are never aware of anything. When terrorists will be planning an attack, they won't know. They won't know. When they are coming to kidnap our children in school, they won't know. So what are they secret police for? What are they doing? What are they actually doing? Even when they want to go arrest you, they won't catch anybody. Nothing. So what are they doing as secret police? What exactly are they doing? But when they see ordinary civilians who are protesting about one, they will go. They will carry all their paraphernalia of office and go there and arrest everybody. The real people they're supposed to arrest who are troubling this cause, they will not arrest them. They have never made the high-profile arrest. The real people that are causing problems, these security agents, they will not arrest any of them. And you are telling me you are secret police. Which secret police? The FBI will be laughing at everybody here. The FBI, they will be laughing at everybody. When they read this story, they will ask if there is anybody in Nigeria. Really, really unfortunate. It is unheard of for such a person to escape from custody. In fact, there was no custody. They kept him in a guest house where he was apparently enjoying himself. He was actually enjoying himself. So I'm not surprised. Let nobody be surprised. That is it. If this can happen, imagine what these people can do if they want to compromise this country. This country can be compromised by these same terrorist financiers. If the government is not serious about this, they will do more harm to this country. Go and mark my word. They will do more harm to this country because they are such a number. They are such a number. All they needed is to tax themselves and they will raise money and do whatever they want to do. They will now come and tell us how they planned it. This one brought 2 naira. The other one brought 5 naira. This one brought $10. This one brought. They will not telling us how they planned it to. But all this while this list has been with the federal government, they have not done anything. They have not done anything. Even the one they released, they couldn't do anything. They just said they want to sanction. They want to sanction. No serious effort to prosecute these people. That is why they are becoming bolder and bolder. It's unfortunate. Seriously. Really, really unfortunate. As to the children that was released, please, before now, they told us it's 287. That's what we have been hearing. Nobody told us otherwise. Nobody. Even some government officials were mentioning 287. How come when they were released, we saw 137? Are you telling me that the other 150 people does not exist? Or they don't have a name? Or they don't have a parent? I mean, is it possible? There are things government is not telling us. So, how can such people escape? At least they have a school register. It is very easy to identify the number of students or pupils in a school where you have register. All you needed, because this happened during the assembly, so all of them were there. All you needed is to get the register of the register of the school. Look at the names. You will see it there. It won't take you 5 minutes to count how many that are there, calculate everything, and know how many that was taken away. Is that what we are not arguing? For God's sake, is that what we are arguing? That the government or even school authority, they don't know the number of students under their care at every point in time. And now government is telling us the only thing that's important is that the 137. Is that what you told us from the beginning? So we should not ask where the remaining 150 are. We shouldn't ask. Seriously, we should not ask. By the way, how were they released? Is it that the terrorists got tired of holding the other side? Come and go. Or that you, when they say rescue, that means you must have fired shots. You must have exchanged bullets with the kidnappers for you to rescue these children. So how did it actually happen? Didn't Erufai tell us that one of the reasons why they cannot storm the terrorists hideout is to avoid casualty because of the people they are holding? So how did the security agent rescue these toddlers? These small children who are from age 4 to 10 and all that. How did they rescue them without no casualty? It's even their teacher that died. It's even their own teacher, grown up, that died. Meanwhile, these children, nothing happened to them or nothing. So you mean they were telling us lies all this while that they don't want to storm this to avoid collateral damage? Are you serious? You can see that these people, they don't even know when they shoot themselves at the right foot. You told us lie before that why you cannot rescue these people is because of to avoid collateral damage. So this particular one now, how did they they didn't hurt any one of them. And all of a sudden they have sewn uniform for them. You remember the dirty girls? Exactly what happened. Exactly the same scenario. They sewed uniform for them and they are now coming to present themselves before the public and their parents and the government. What exactly is going on? For God's sake, what exactly is going on? You mean the government can be this? I don't understand. The government can be this. I don't want to use one particular word that's playing on my mind. Okay, the government can be this dubious. Yes, now because this is fraud of the highest order. You didn't pay money. Are you serious? You mean they took all that risk to come and kidnap the children just for funfair? You mean they don't want to recover all the money they spent to carry out the operation? Are you serious? They just took them and when they got out, they said, come and begin go. Is it possible? So why did they kidnap them in the first place? Hold up. Why did they kidnap them? You can see that government is not even making any intelligent statements at all. There is no wisdom in what the government is saying. Seriously. There is no wisdom at all. They are not telling us something that I can verify and interrogate and it will give me something tangible. Nothing. They thought of course they've been lying to us before now and nobody has been asking questions. That's it. They've been lying to us before. So if they say this one, what is the problem? They have been lying to us before and nobody has been able to ask questions. They will ask after all, if you know, what will you do? Whether we pay ransom or not, is it your money? That's the next thing you will hear. So the people congratulating Tinubu, on what ground are they congratulating him? If he did not bring out money, why are they congratulating him in the first place? Why are they congratulating? Did he follow them to the bush? Did he follow them to the bush? That's my question. What is that? What role did the Tinubu play in this matter that the Kaduna state government is congratulating him? Please, it is not enough to rein in Sheikh Gumi. He should be prosecuted. We have had it before that he was called for questioning. Questioning for what? Prosecution. We want to see people behind bars. That is the only way you can make me believe that you want to do something. Question him for what? Is it question? You should be prosecuted because the evidence is out there in the public domain. What are you questioning him for? He has presented evidence against himself. Not once, not twice, not many. So all this one that they say, well, Tinubu have been called for questioning for what? No, questioning for what? You did not include him in the terrorist financial list, but you included the boy who is serving him, who is the media aide. And you want me to believe that you actually want to prosecute him. This question and after question, they will ask him to go. Because I wanted to see Gumi in handcuff, behind bars. Because he has done enough evil. Seriously, from the time of Buhari till now, this man has been acting as if he owned the country. He talk anyhow, behave anyhow, dictating to the government what to do and what not to do, pampering terrorists. And now you say he has been questioning. He should be arrested. I want to hear that Gumi has been arrested. That is the word. Gumi has been arrested. And is going to court the following day because the evidence against him is very, very obvious. You don't need to start investigating. He has already given us all the evidence you need against himself. If you can put his minion in the terrorist list, why can't you put him? Can you imagine? Under vicarious liability principle, you cannot leave the agent. And then you cannot prosecute the agent and leave the principal. It's wrong. But whatever the agent is in is at the behest of the principal. That is it. Mamu was not acting on his own. He was acting on behalf of Gumi, Sheikh Gumi. So why would you not prosecute Mamu and leave Gumi? Does it show justice? Does it show fairness? Everybody knows, even this Gumi, he has a security company. Let us know who are those people that are taking his services. They should investigate all this for you to know that this man doesn't want this into it so that his business can be thriving. Gumi has a security company. These are the reasons, these are the people facing this insecurity, and the federal government is aware. That is why this man doesn't want this to end, so that his company can be in business. Apparently, high-profile personalities are hiring the services of his company. Of course, they are hiring the services of his company. In fact, he's the bandit king. May even be the ones working for him. Whenever anybody needs a security guard or whatever, he will deploy them there and collect money. This man has a security company. The federal government should close down that company, close it down. Because that thing is what making the man to continue to allow this thing to fester, so that he will be in business. They should close that security company that Gumi owns. It's important. And then check all the clients he has been servicing. Check the people working for him. They cannot be far from this bandit. He must have employed them to be working for him. That's the truth. And then check his bank account. They should trace his finances. Then you will know that this man has a lot to do with this insecurity. How can he be talking like that? It's wrong. Very, very wrong.